What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay, and I got another video for y'all. Today we're reacting to creepypasta.com's 5 YouTubers turned killers. Be a pretty interesting video, so let's get into it.
Jared Lee Loughner was an underachiever in life. He began using drugs such as LSD, cocaine, and psychedelic mushrooms in high school after his girlfriend broke up with him.
Is that how the serial killer always starts? That the killers always start is with drugs?
It wasn't long before he dropped out of high school altogether. He quit using recreational drugs in late 2008, and according to his friends, he remained sober for the rest of his life. He eventually attended a community college where he was soon kicked out for his disorderly behavior in class and at the library. In response to being kicked out, he made videos online claiming things like the college used free sources online for their curriculum, they were unconstitutional, and even claimed that it was unconstitutional for him to be removed from the campus. His online history shows that he was an avid conspiracy theorist. Despite what the Anti-Defamation League will tell you, Loughner was not connected to any political movement.
It's 2021, and these days, everybody a conspiracy theorist.
And generally despised the entire system as a whole. He was staunchly opposed to organized religion, and even criticized NASA for faking space flights, meaning that he may have been a flat earther. The extent of his mental illness can be seen in his videos.
The flat earth argument, I guess, will always be up for debate, but I don't believe in that.
Circular reasoning shows that he wasn't thinking clearly. He was also delusional, going as far to make a video claiming that he made a new currency. The months leading up to his murder spree, he became increasingly interested in lucid dreaming. His behavior grew worse as well. Loughner's parents even had to disable his car at night to make sure that he didn't go anywhere. This is the point in Loughner's life that his paranoid schizophrenia began to control him. He planned to assassinate Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords on January 8, 2011. The night before, he left a voicemail to a friend saying, quote, "Hey man, it's Jared. Me and you had good times. Peace out, later." He also made a final post to his MySpace.
Who makes that kind of call to a girl? Honestly though, looking at him though, you can tell dude definitely got something wrong with his mental though. Definitely, for sure.
Account, which showed a handgun on top of a document titled United States History. He arrived at Gabrielle Gifford's constituent meeting and opened fire on the crowd. He hit Gifford in the head at close range, and 6 people died. With luck, the Congresswoman survived and remains active in the political world to this day. After being deemed incompetent,
Hey, that's what's up though. She survived though, cause people these days, man. Like, I don't know exactly when this was happened or when this was set in time period, but these days it's just nothing for somebody to just start shooting up a whole crowd of people. Like, the world's definitely changing.
Competent to stand trial a couple of times, in August of 2012, Loughner was sentenced to life in prison.
He got life in prison. Hey, look, the way I look at it is, you do the crime, you do the time. You able to do whatever it is you did, then you're able to reap the consequences for it. Look, it don't matter if it's illegal, criminal activity, anything. Every action has a reaction in this world. Everyone. Tranny Phantom.
Randy Stair was a lonely young man who lived at home with his parents. He felt he had no future as he disliked college and his only employment opportunity was at a local grocery store. He opened a YouTube channel called Pioneers Productions in 2008 with little success. After years of struggling, he made a new...
He looked like he just ready to go off the rocker. They said he lived with his parents. I wonder how old dude was.
channel called EGS with a focus on animation. It's on this channel and through these videos that the extent of his mental illness can also be seen. He had many videos that were obvious cries for help, but they were never reported. He became something of an admirer of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, who were the Columbine shooters. He hated religion, once saying,
"Everything you've ever known about religion is..."
That's like I'm not a religious person, but I do have a religion. But I know a lot of people who just don't fuck with religion like that. Which, I mean, hey, it's not mandatory, you know what I mean? But
a lie.
pray to God it may help
in
you
his
out
final video, which was a montage of clips from his entire YouTube career. He included an animated part where two of his characters shot up a school and inflicted as much pain as possible on the students. The video includes a clip of him shooting.
Yeah, man, I mean, YouTube's fault for this, man. How you allowing that shit on here? I mean, animation or not, because you gotta think, I bet there's little kids watching that shit and everything.
Shooting a shotgun in real life and ends in a suicide, which strongly resembles the event that soon took place. On June 8th of 2000.
See, that's where I draw the line. I mean, they putting shotguns in his mouth and all that. Come on, man.
2017, he went into work at the Weiss grocery store. He killed 3 people, including his boss, who he disliked. After the massacre, he shot himself in the head with his shotgun.
My dude went to his work, shot 3 people, including his boss, and then shot himself. It's a cold world we live in.
In his videos, he claims it wasn't about who he was killing. It was the fact that he got to kill at all. The strangest thing about Andrew is that he
oh yeah, he just had a killer mental, yeah, like my dude had something wrong with him for sure. I mean, that probably started at an early age though. But damn, man, that's crazy.
primarily identified with Ember McLean, the ghost girl from Danny Phantom.
She talks to me too, all the time. She's always with me.
Danny Phantom though, I remember that shit. Danny Phantom, I ain't heard about that in a minute.
Wherever I go, she's always with me, no matter what.
He also talked about wanting to be a girl, going as far to wear his mother's clothes. It's weird, in a way, the person who claims that everything you know about religion is a lie also believes he's a ghost from a kid's cartoon show.
Okay, so my dude thought he was homegirl from the Danny Phantom show. He wanted to be a girl, which, like I said, hey, I don't judge nobody for that. Like I said, that's equality. Everybody entitled to what they want and they're entitled to their own opinion. Just because I'm not that, just because I don't support that, doesn't mean you can't do that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your life.
This is partly why the internet will forever remember him as Tranny Phantom.
Girl, let me explain. This is a platinum plaque I just got in the mail.
Why don't they like
Elliot Roger was born in England and moved to California when he was still a child. He came from a
oh, this guy looks like he got money and everything. He look like he got a long list of fucking heritage.
long line of filmmakers, which explains why he was interested in
Long line of filmmakers.
creating YouTube videos. His videos were the stereotypical vlog of the time and included parts where he'd reflect on his loneliness. Throughout his time in high school and college, he hadn't been able to make any friends, and had no chance of getting a girlfriend. Out of this entire list, Elliot Roger seems to garner the most sympathy from people online. Some people claim it's
I mean, look, I get it, everybody get lonely and shit when you're single and don't, but at the end of the day, there's way too many people out here for people to be all sad and down and out. I mean, you trust me, you can get you a girlfriend. I mean, come on now. There's too many girls out here. You can get you a girlfriend.
It's because he was just a lonely soul who was rejected by everyone around him. But couldn't you say the same thing for Andrew Blaze? To be completely honest, it is kind of difficult to imagine this guy going on a mass murder spree.
Hi, Elliot Roger here. Well, this is my last video. It all has to come to this. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day in which I will have my revenge against humanity. Against all of you.
My dude uploaded this to YouTube the day before what, bro? They didn't notice something was odd about that?
Going on the killing spree, he uploaded this video as a manifesto. He goes further into detail about women rejecting him, only to offer themselves to brutes. Elliot Roger is a perfect example of what happens.
Listen, at the end of the day, if you are going to try to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else because girls don't want to fuck with you, you got some serious issues, man. And instead of trying to kill people and doing that, maybe you need to go see a doctor.
When you allow other people to get the best of you. He let the hate breed inside of him until the only thing he could have done to retaliate was go on a killing spree. The attack itself took place on May 23, 2014 in Isla Vista, California. He stabbed 3 men in his apartment. Then, he got into his car and drove to a sorority house and shot 3 female students, killing 2 of them. Then, he drove to a deli.
This sounds like all the people he either stabbed or shot or whatever. Sounds like he had them planned, and these are people that were in his life that he feels wronged him.
And shot a random pedestrian. After that, he drove his vehicle through Isla Vista, running over a large number of people. It wasn't long before the police were on the scene, and when it became obvious he wasn't going to escape, Roger killed himself with a self-inflicted gunshot to the head.
Man, what's up with them killing themselves though? I mean, but you know that you definitely gotta have something wrong with you to be able to kill yourself, man. Like, look, ain't nobody should be thinking about that. Ain't nobody should do that. Ain't nobody should none of that. But to actually do that, I mean, hey, you was never in the right mind state anyway.
Joseph Anthony Paccini was a 52-year-old man who had a past of serious mental illness. He exposed his madness to the world when he uploaded videos of himself to YouTube. In these videos, he made threats to the FBI and CIA, who he believed were trying to kill him. He claims that Sarah Bareilles.
So the CIA, the FBI, I think they said one more. He thinks they all trying to kill him. Now, why would he think that though?
A singer and songwriter, is his soulmate. He also asked her to stop his enemies before it's too late, possibly believing that she's powerful enough in the political world to have sway over the actions of police. This is another example of how far removed from reality this guy really was. Most of us know that cops and celebrities don't really get along that well.
I came up to you asking for a cigarette, you dumb fuck.
In one of the videos,
I'm kind of curious as to why he said that, because I mean, what do we mean? We know celebrities and cops don't get along well. That's not necessarily true. I mean, I'm not sure where exactly he pulled that information.
Paccini says,
because she's the only one who can save me.
In one video, he also explains that a single soul is divided in 2, and our goal on Earth is to find our other half. Paccini went on to explain that the singer who's never heard of or met him is, in fact, his soulmate. Unfortunately for Paccini, the threats he made against the FBI and CIA were perceived as terrorist threats and warranted an arrest. A few days later,
Yeah, man, you can't be sending threat. Come on, first off, the government shutting shit down, dog. Like, that's why I said. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, government, politics, all that ain't where it's at. But at the end of the day, the government runs everything. The government shuts you down if they need to shut you down. They do whatever they need to do. It's probably not smart to be out here taunting them.
Later, officers stopped him at an intersection. When they ordered him out of his car, he reversed, slamming into the cop car before trying to run the officers over. The officers shot and killed Mr. Paccini.
So he basically had suicide by cop. I mean, same concept. I mean, but like his story, you could just tell he was just kind of over it and was just kind of ready to go. Like, he ain't really go out like in no blaze of glory type shit.
Trey Eric Sessler was a 22-year-old who ran a YouTube channel called LensCap Productions. He called himself Mr. Anime and he focused on movie and anime reviews. He uploaded his first video to YouTube back in 2006 and ended up making over 300 videos. Like
2006, man, boy, that was 15 years ago.
Others on this list, he had a growing obsession with the Columbine shooting and romanticized its perpetrators. Leading up to his attack, he also collected and trained with various firearms. It's hard to know what exactly pushed him over the edge, but on March 20th, 2012, he killed both of his parents and younger brother. When the police finally got him in custody, there was...
They just said he killed both his parents and his younger brother? The fuck is wrong with people, dude? I could never imagine killing my own family members. I mean, I couldn't imagine killing anybody really, period. But my own family, my mom, my dad, my sibling, nah, hell nah.
Writing all over the wall, showing that he may have felt guilty about killing his own family. One of the pieces of text on the wall read, "God, please forgive me, because I can't forgive myself." Unlike every...
He looked like he did a lot of drugs. Probably not smart to be out here taunting them.
Later, officers stopped him at an intersection. When they ordered him out of his car, he reversed, slamming into the cop car before trying to run the officers over. The officers shot and killed Mr. Paccini.
So he basically had suicide by cop. I mean, same concept. I mean, but like his story, you could just tell he was just kind of over it and was just kind of ready to go. Like, he ain't really go out like in no blaze of glory type shit.
Trey Eric Sessler was a 22-year-old who ran a YouTube channel called LensCap Productions. He called himself Mr. Anime and he focused on movie and anime reviews. He uploaded his first video to YouTube back in 2006 and ended up making over 300 videos. Like
2006, man, boy, that was 15 years ago.
Others on this list, he had a growing obsession with the Columbine shooting and romanticized its perpetrators. Leading up to his attack, he also collected and trained with various firearms. It's hard to know what exactly pushed him over the edge, but on March 20th, 2012, he killed both of his parents and younger brother. When the police finally got him in custody, there was...
They just said he killed both his parents and his younger brother? The fuck is wrong with people, dude? I could never imagine killing my own family members. I mean, I couldn't imagine killing anybody really, period. But my own family, my mom, my dad, my sibling, nah, hell nah.
Writing all over the wall, showing that he may have felt guilty about killing his own family. One of the pieces of text on the wall read, "God, please forgive me, because I can't forgive myself." Unlike
he looked like he did a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs. He looked super fat.
Every other killer on this list, Mr. Anime is the only one who seemed to show any remorse for his actions. But sadly for Mr. Anime, that's not going to stop him from serving a long time in prison.
With Loomis either.
Videos like this serve as a healthy reminder that all it takes is a couple months of bad decisions, doing the wrong thing, artificially creating your own little reality, and that's all it takes for you to become the next Andrew Blaze or the next Joey Paccini. That's all it takes. A little bit of mind bending, a little bit of mental gymnastics. You can be living in whatever world you want. Hopefully, we can really learn something from the people on this list and not make the same mistakes ourselves.
Well, that's it for the video, y'all. That's 5 YouTubers Turned Killers by creepypasta.com. Hey, there's some crazy people in this world, man, and unfortunately, a lot of people are born with a messed up brain to begin with. You know what I mean? So I mean that don't help. But then the day and age that we're in, where all the shit that goes on outside and all the things that are said, everything, this world's getting real crazy. I mean, obviously the world's always been crazy, but these times are way different with the coronavirus and everything. You know, life's really changing a lot. But if y'all enjoyed that video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all enjoyed me doing reactions to these kind of videos, please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell and comment and let me know what y'all thought about it. Until next time, I'll see y'all later, and shout out to creepypasta.com. Peace.